Arueshalae, full build optimized for unfair, and if it works on unfair, it will work on all other difficulties as well. Let's go. You can check out the stats of Arueshalae here for the start. As you can see, she's very good at saves during my run, and this is on unfair. What you want for the skills is high perception, high stealth, solid trickery, and solid use magic device, as well as knowledge arcana. Those would be the most important. After that, you're gonna follow up with mobility and persuasion. So try to max these things out in order I said to do it. Now let's check what I used on Arueshalae and what you should use on your Arueshalae. For helmet, you want perfection, you want charisma up, you want wisdom up, and so on. Early on in the game, if you can find a helmet that will raise your range damage or deal more damage to demons, you want that one. If not, use some plain thing with wisdom. For goggles, I used goggles of Malocchio, whatever. Frankly, in this game, as far as goggles go, there are like 3 or 4 great ones for Arueshalae that will raise range damage or ranged attack and so on, or damage and attack against demons. You can give her those. For cloak, it's quite simple. Resist. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, that's the most that you can get out of her. The Amulet of Quick Draw, you can find it early on in the game, and it's by far the best thing that you can equip on Arueshalae or any other character that plays with a ranged weapon. As far as armor goes, it needs to be light, plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and as you advance, make sure that it's adamantine or mithril, and perhaps to have some passive buffs as well. Why I placed Lore Master? Because it gives reflex saving throws plus 2. Use whichever one you like the most, but make sure that you raise some of the stats when you equip a rope. The ring we want to use on Arueshalae is Ring of Luck as the first one. And the second ring we want to use on Arueshalae or any other ranged character would be Merciless Shot. Bracers that we want to use are for archery, of course, we want to raise that attack. Belt we want to use is a silence belt, flat dexterity belt with bonus attack. Have in mind there are gloves also for quarry, because you're gonna use quarry with Arueshalae. Those are extremely good on her as well, but they come in late. As well as gloves of heavy impact. Basically use one out of those two, and before that use anything that will raise damage or attack. As far as boots go, you can use freedom of movement boots, you can use difficult terrain boots, or you can use the one I'm using right now. Bows. Okay, this really depends on what range weapon you wanna play with. I played my Arueshalae with a short bow. You can play with a long bow, you can play with a crossbow, light or heavy. Your choice, everything is valid. I use short bow, use whatever weapon you like the most as long as it's ranged. From quick items, I was using Devil Lamp, I was using Quiver of Sacred Vengeance. Duality of Conjuration and Summoning, we give her some summons with that. And of course, once you reach the Abyss, Aloshinira, you will want to buy Crimson Banner and activate Crimson Banner as passive. Now let's check Arueshalae's Mythic Path. The first one you wanna take is the bigger they are. Second one, improve critical Mythic. I took with a short bow, you play with a long bow, take long bow. Play with a crossbow, you take crossbow. Light, heavy, doesn't matter, just switch the name of the weapon. I use short bow, but we want improve critical Mythic. For the third one, we take ranging shots. For the fourth one, again, weapon focus. I use short bow. If you use long bow, crossbow, make sure to change it. For level 5, Mythic, we take Less Stand. For level 6, we take Point Blank Shot, and you want to play in a Point Blank non-stop activated on Arueshalae. For the 7th Mythic Path, we want Expose Vulnerability. For 8, we want Mythic Resolve. For 9, we want Rupture Restraints, because we don't want our Arueshalae to get crowd controlled, eh? And for the 10th, we take Iron Will, Mythic. This is just to check the stats and how it looks like mega late game with Arueshalae. Here we are with Classic Leveling. So, we wanna keep Arueshalae from level 1 to level 20 as Espionage Expert. And she comes with a point blank shot flat. She comes with a rapid shot, and she comes, I think, with deadly aim. From that moment, no, she comes through cluster shots. From this moment is where you can start upgrading Arueshalae on your own. She comes like this, so let's put it like that. Point blank, that's why I say play with point blank non-stop. Do not use rapid shot, do not use deadly aim, do not use cluster shots, do not do anything out of this, just use point blank on unfair and nothing else. She comes with favored enemy humans, she comes with a precise shot, this is all good, undercover, she comes with Ranger's Bond, you can use Ranger's Bond non-stop by the way. Espionage Expert in Magic, then favored enemy Demons of Magic, Many Shot, and from this moment is where we finally start upgrading. I took Improved Critical Short Bow. You will want to take, it depends again on the weapon you're playing with, short bow, long bow, crossbow, light or heavy. And this is the time when the Arueshalae also gets evasion. Then for the next level, favored enemy, we take Demons of Slaughter, alright? And we take Point Blank Master. Extremely important that you take this one. After that, we take Weapon Focus Shortbow on level 11. And she finally receives her Quarry. I'll explain how everything works after that. On level 12, she receives nothing. Hammer the Gap is for the next one. And the favorite terrain, we take Abyss. Improved Precise Shot would be the next thing on level 14. On level 15, we take Critical Focus. That's when we're gonna take Demons of Strength as favored enemy. On level 16, she gets Improved Evasion. On level 17, there's Snapshot, and again on level 19, Improved Snapshot. Now, I could have done this, which doesn't mean you can do it because you do not play as Aeon. What you want to have instead of these is Shake It Off, Seize the Moment, and Precise Strike. Precise Strike for ranged only works when you use Point Blank. That's why Point Blank everywhere. For the last one, I took Iron Will. Over here, again, you can take Team Feats instead of this, this, and this. I told you what Team Feats right now. Seize the Moment, Shake It Off, Precise Strike. 1, 2, 3. For the final level 20, favorite enemy will be Outsiders. You're also gonna get Improved Quarry Insta-Cast on Quarry. And she receives Espionage Master. Now we're gonna check the abilities. Pause when you want. This is what my Aeon gives. We won't check that. So from here. Spellbook. What's most important on Arueshalae? It's Hurricane Bow. You can profit out of Entangle early on when you find her. And of course, it's Aspect of the Falcon and Long Strider. I'll explain how it works and what you should do very soon. From this one, we want Sense Vitals, we want Spike Growth, very useful during Act 3. And Sickening Entanglement, very useful during Act 3 also. Instant enemy everywhere for 3. And nothing else, only instant enemy. For 4, Aspect of the Wolf, Blessing of Salamander, and Freedom of Movement. How do we play Arueshalae? I said point blank, we trigger Crimson Banner, and the buffs we want to cast before entering the fight. Basically, you want to give Holy Sword to Arueshalae. You want to give Instrument of Freedom or something like that also to Arueshalae. And what you cast at the start? Hurricane Bow into Aspect of the Falcon, into Long Strider, into Aspect of the Wolf, into Chameleon Stride, alright? Into Sense Vitals. And then when you want to trigger the fights with Arueshalae, you can go with Second Entanglement or with Spike Growth. If you trigger with someone else, and I recommend triggering with someone else, the first thing you want to do is Ranger's Bond on everyone, okay? Just like that, when enemy is close by, and then you want to cast Instant Enemy into Immediate Quarry, and then start hitting with Arueshalae. That's all there is with Arueshalae, not a big deal. Hit the target your entire team hits to proc those team feats on her. That's it.